Over the past several years, and in the years to come, we will see more and more direct evidence that our political systems are fatally flawed. There are no controls for holding out for common sense solutions before installing only the most expensive and the least effective solutions to our problems. They bring out the worst of our kind and put the greatest rascals into position of authority over us all. And the biggest problem is that there is no way to correct for their maligned behaviors. We are always forced to sit and watch from the sidelines as our countries and our planet is degraded and slowly destroyed. The major problem is that the dictators in the world believe that their brains are the only ones capable and wise enough to solve the world's problems, when it is these singularly untrained minds that are the problem. They look at their citizens, the average men and women, whom they never understand, as if we were all ants. We are their cannon fodder. We are like sheep who need to be husbanded, fed, and warehoused until such time as it's perceived by them that it's time for our slaughter. Over the centuries, their mass slaughter of us has been limited to a few cities and towns. Then in the last century, the mass slaughter expanded into hundreds of cities and dozens of nations being destroyed. The next major war will be brought into every living room on the planet. The next few decades, even assuming we are able to skip another major world war, will mean that we will all die from suffocation as all of the oxygen is sucked out of our atmosphere and gradually replaced by a huge black sooty cloud of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, which will spell disaster to all life forms on this earth. The silence will be deafening and last for millions of years. If we don't form a global government soon, one or the other, possibly both of these possibilities, are certain to come to fruition. What the global constitution gives us is a small glimmer of hope, a potential way to go forward that has the distinct possibility that we are saved and may avoid the final catastrophe and bring our civilization a new way, agreeable to all of humanity, as a viable path forward in a universally happy and joyous world peace and prosperity that may last for thousands of years, and grant our species the kind of lauded praise for our culture that poets, scholars, philosophers, and songwriters have written about since time immemorial. What you are about to read or listen to is only a raw proposal in its basic and most fundamental form to give us all a jumping off place for a global debate to begin. Just as 30 or 40 framers of the American Constitution gathered together in the first Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in 1787, so it is time now for 30 or 40 million framers of the first global constitution to come together over the internet to make every word of unity, human kindness, brotherhood, tolerance, and what the Hawaiians call ohana, or family, to stand the test of time. The author, who shall remain anonymous, invites you to join in the conversation and contribute what you will.